At first, everyone thought she was invisible. Small frame, pale skin, soft voice. You could miss her even if she stood right in front of you. Her name was Emily Carter. She had just moved to a new town after her parents' sudden divorce, and everything about her screamed, "Stay away." But when she stepped into that karate class for the first time, she had no idea she was about to change everything about herself and about the way people saw her. The dojo was filled with energy, a noise that made Emily's stomach twist in knots. Kids of all sizes moved around confidently, laughing and sparring. She stood near the wall, fidgeting with the sleeves of her oversized white GI, trying to shrink into the background. But it didn't work. From the far side of the mat, a loud voice called out, "Hey, look! We've got a porcelain doll in class today." Laughter erupted. It was Ryan and his friends Jacob and Chase, 3 boys who treated the dojo like their own kingdom. They were skilled, strong, and cruel to anyone who didn't meet their unspoken standards. And now, their target was Emily. She kept her eyes down, pretending not to hear, but the comments didn't stop. "Don't break a nail, Barbie." Jacob sneered. "Bet she's only here because she got lost on the way to ballet," Chase added. The instructor, Sensei Tanaka, saw everything. Instead of interfering, he simply watched. He believed in silence before action, in the power of one's own rise rather than rescue. And deep down, Emily respected that. She didn't want someone to save her. She just didn't know how to save herself. Every class became a test of patience and endurance. The boys made jokes, shoved her lightly during drills, and once even kicked her water bottle across the mat. Still, Emily showed up, day after day. Quiet, consistent, unseen by most, but not by Sensei. After class one evening, when the room was nearly empty, Sensei Tanaka called her over. "You stay after everyone leaves." "Why?" Emily hesitated. "It's quieter. I can focus better. No one's watching." He gave her a gentle nod. "Maybe. That's when you're strongest." From that day on, he began training her privately. No extra charge, no announcements, just silent belief. He pushed her harder than anyone else, not because he doubted her, but because he saw something even she couldn't see yet. Fire beneath the fear. Weeks turned into months, and then came the promotion tournament. It was a small, local event, but it meant the world to Emily. This was her chance to show she belonged not to others, but to herself. Her heart pounded as she walked into the gymnasium. Her name was called for the first round. The crowd barely noticed, till they saw who she was matched with. Ryan, the same boy who laughed the loudest, who never let her forget that she didn't belong. He grinned as he stepped onto the mat. "This'll be fun," he muttered loud enough for the crowd to hear. His friends cheered from the sidelines. Emily bowed. Ryan bowed. The bell rang. The first 3 seconds were silent. Then Ryan lunged, confident and cocky. But this wasn't the same Emily from months ago. She pivoted to the side, grabbed his wrist midair, and threw him onto the mat in one fluid motion. The crowd gasped. He scrambled up, red with anger, charged again, coolly blocked, ducked low, and delivered a precise leg sweep that sent him crashing down a second time in under 60 seconds. It was over. Ryan lay stunned. The crowd was silent, and then slowly clapping began. Not from Sensei, not from the judges, from one of Ryan's own friends. That applause grew louder as others stood, realizing they had just witnessed something unforgettable. Not just a fight. A transformation. Emily stood still, breathing hard, eyes wide with disbelief. She had done it. Not for the crowd, not for revenge, but because she had finally believed she could. After the match, Ryan approached her, avoiding eye contact. "Good match," he muttered. It wasn't quite an apology, but it was something. I think for Emily, that was enough. From that day on, the dojo changed. The bullies no longer laughed. The shy girl was no longer invisible. And Emily. She walked taller, spoke louder, moved with quiet confidence that no one could shake. Because sometimes, strength isn't in the shout, it's in the silence before the storm. Message. This story isn't just about a fight. It's about facing your fears, standing your ground, and discovering the warrior within. Emily didn't win because she was angry. She won because she refused to quit. Her story reminds us that no matter how overlooked, underestimated, or small you feel your moment will come, and when it does, be ready to rise.